Quiet, please. Play.
After becoming the first British woman in 15 years to make the second week of the championships, the expectations of a nation sit on Laura Robson's shoulders as she moves to within just 3 wins of reaching the finals at the All England Club. But things were about to get a lot tougher for the 19-year-old. With a potential quarter-final matchup with the reigning champion Serena Williams, she would first have to see off Estonian Kai Kanepi, who'd already dumped out the number 7 seed Angelique Kerber en route to the last 16. Robson is ranked amongst one of the biggest hitters in the women's game, and it was the 19-year-old's thunderous backhand that stole a charge on her opponent. Breaking at 4-all, the Brit just had to hold her nerve and serve to win the set. But the pressure of performing on the world's biggest stage was perhaps starting to tell, with Kanepi, who'd been in this position in a Grand Slam 4 times before, hitting straight back. The centre court crowd were on the edge of their seats as it went to a first set tiebreak, but despite cruising into a 5-2 lead, it was clear nerves were eating away at the Brit. This was the biggest match of her career, and it was all too telling. Kanepi was warming to the challenge, and after winning 4 points on the bounce, she had a chance to take an unlikely 1-set-to-love lead. There were echoes of Robson's third round win over Marina Irakovic midway through the second, with the 19-year-old having to save 2 break points to keep her head above water. She managed that, but was clearly not firing on all cylinders. Her opponent, who'd already won a WTA title this year, was ready to spoil the British party. Breaking at 5-5, she was now just 1 win away from reaching the quarter-finals of a Grand Slam for the 5th time. Despite saving 4 match points, Robson had to eventually bite the bullet. So what a win for Kai Kanepi, who dug in deep throughout, wrapping it up in 1 hour and 35 minutes, 7-6, 7-5. Estonia's search for their first ever Wimbledon champion is growing by the minute. For Robson, it's the end of the road at Wimbledon 2013, but just the beginning.
So the ingredients were in place for a classic final, one which would be described afterwards as one of the greatest ever played.
So for the 94th Wimbledon men's singles final, here goes McEnroe. 15 love.
Love 3, first set.
Yes, change the ball. Ball lane to McEnroe.